Welcome to the video, ladies and gents, and Braxis here. We're going to be talking about RayNetwork, a project on the Cardano network that seems to be slipping underneath everybody's radar. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video is that this is an initial stake offering coin that you can currently stake your ADA with, still receive your rewards, but also receive airdrops of the XRAY token. So let's get into things. RayNetwork. Literally the only reason I found this project was because I was looking at a picture of the Cardano ecosystem that someone had retweeted, and it just happened to be on there, and I looked it up. And this project is further along than a lot of projects I've looked at on the Cardano network. They already have their NFT marketplace open. It's going to be a DEX, a decentralized exchange. It's going to have DeFi. It's going to have kickstarting, all kinds of stuff. So let's talk about it for a minute. Now, I know a lot of people that's going to find this video is going to find it because there's next to no coverage of RayNetwork currently, at least on YouTube. No one's really talking about it. And the majority of people that's going to find this video are only interested in speculating. Now, I'm interested in the project itself, but we will talk about the speculation aspect a little bit later in this video. So I think the first thing we should do is probably talk about tokenomics and what they're doing here. So RayNetwork is doing an initial stake offering. And I think that's probably the most interesting bit about this project that got me interested in it. Because they're running their own stake pools. I can stake my ADA to it. I still receive my ADA rewards. Like I only have like 800 ADA, so whatever, my half of a ADA token per epoch or whatever, per week or 5 days, or whatever the hell it actually is. But I'm also receiving airdrops of the XRAY token, which as soon as the Goguen era begins, I'll be able to withdraw, sell if I need to, etc. I have no intention of selling this token. This is going to be a long-term hold for me. So, let's talk about tokenomics real quick. So, obviously, as of right now, you can check your rewards. They do not have withdrawals open at the moment. I am sure as soon as they do, people will be selling, and that will be a great time to purchase some of this token. If not, it is also a great place to stake your ADA. It's got generally a 5.5% return on investment over a year. Of normal ADA rewards plus the XRAY token. So if XRAY doesn't become anything, it's still worth staking on. You should have your ADA staked somewhere. It might as well be on this project's pool. The teams out of Kiev, Ukraine, that does become apparent at times on the Discord or whatever. They have all their information up front. This is actually a really transparent project. They got their policy ID, the fingerprint. You can actually, if we go ahead and pop over here, you can see the day they minted the tokens on 6/1/2021. They minted 406.15 million tokens. So let's get into the breakdown of the tokenomics. So as I said, it's a initial stake offering. So initially 101 million XRAY are offered up as staking rewards. There is an early delegator reward to boot on top of this. So if you get in early, you'll get a little bit extra, more so than someone who ends up getting onto this project's stake pool later on. 100 million XRAY over the next 3 years to be delegated through the stake pool. At the moment, I have no reason to uproot my ADA and move it anywhere else because my ADA is a long-term hold. I'm not a speculator. I will probably be holding for the next 10 years. 1.5 million in early delegator rewards. I can tell you right now what mine looks like. I've got about 800 ADA. I've been staking since Epoch 269. I've got 280 XRAY, and then I got an additional 78 as an early delegator's bonus. And that's through my Yori wallet. That's currently sitting there. I don't have a way to withdraw it, and that's fine. I don't need to. Oops, we're talking about tokenomics. Additional 134 million is going to be set aside for liquidity providers, people offering decentralized financing, token swaps, etc. The usual stuff. Obviously, they do have some private investment because they aren't even keeping the Cardano staking rewards, the ADA staking rewards. They aren't even keeping those. They're just passing them right along to you, and you're getting some of their token just for staking on their pool. So obviously, they have some XRAY set aside for investment, and from what I understand, they already have a couple of investors. So they're intending to do this project without like card starter or any of that shady stuff. Once we have an actual value attached to the token, real easy tokenomics. The circulating supply is right there. We'll be able to tell if they mint anymore. You don't really have to worry about it getting rug pulled, at least in my opinion. They break everything down real simply. Stake delegators are going to get 25% of the total pie. Liquidity providers, 33%. The investors, 20%. The developers are going to keep 14%, and the founders, 8%. And to say that that is a pretty fair breakdown is an understatement. That is a much more fair breakdown than I've seen on a lot of projects in the blockchain sphere, like in crypto assets in general. As I said, everything's kind of out in the open. Sorry, one of my cats is going nuts behind me here. Obviously, they have their own wallet. I don't know why it opened to this page because it should have just opened the wallet itself. But it's going to be kind of an all-in-one wallet. You can mint your own tokens, or you will be able to mint your own tokens. Pretty cheap to mint your own tokens. In fact, the whole Ray Wallet project was done for 43 ADA, so like $60-ish currently. Pretty cheap to mint tokens. Pretty cheap to mint NFTs. In fact, I think it's only like, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 ADA to mint an NFT on the Cardano network. Pretty simple stuff here. They got your staking backend or whatever. You'll be able to look up the pools. Obviously, Ray pool, that's the one I'm staked in. Ray pool number 1. It's at 47% saturation. I mean, this project is literally flying under the radar. I don't know how it hasn't been exposed up to this point, because from a speculator's point of view, this is a pretty fair deal, particularly if you're a whale. This is a fair fucking deal. But yeah, it's going to be an all-in-one. You'll be able to swap right from inside the Ray wallet. This is, you'll be able to stake your ADA with liquidity pools. By the way, if you did not know, if you have not heard through the grapevine, what is currently being explored with Cardano is being able to not only have your ADA staked in a pool, but also simultaneously staked to a liquidity pool. So double staked. So whatever rewards would be earned on a liquidity pool, it would be available there, as well as currently staked. They're trialing this in Alonzo right now. Don't take my word, but like just keep an eye open. But yeah, pretty simple stuff. You got no liquidity, you should add some liquidity, whatever. This is another interesting part of the project, the kickstarting part of it. My assumption is that people will be able to propose projects on here, probably for a fee or something like that. But they will be able to ask for funding and probably offer some sort of return. And as somebody who doesn't have much money to their name, the idea of someone small like me being able to just toss my lot at a project that I think has value is immensely valuable to me. Even if I can't make a huge difference, knowing that I'm making some difference is pretty cool. So I'm pretty freaking stoked about this. Right now the only token you can swap is ADA, that it is what it is. But to be fair, like, I mean, their front end is just fine. And when you look at the NFT marketplace for these guys, they already have people generating NFTs on their network. And to be honest, like, they have more to show than a lot of projects I've looked at on the Cardano ecosystem. There's a couple of projects that have $1 million in funding already and nothing at all to show for it. So I don't know what else I can really say. Like, I mean, I understand it's like not like the most mind-blowing thing, but to me it is, particularly considering some people haven't even made it this far. You know, they have the promise of working on this later down the line. They're more worried about the backend stuff. When Ray Wallet finishes the backend stuff, their shit's ready to go, as far as I can tell. Pretty simple stuff. NFT marketplace. I mean, I think these might be examples, but I know on the Discord, people are currently creating NFTs for RayNetwork. I think the last thing we really need to talk about is the Ray data containers. So from what I understand, this is going to be individual identifiers through the Atala Prism system. Kind of like what Cardano is doing in Africa, but this will be RayNetwork's project. And it looks like, from what I'm understanding from their visual images and what I've read, is they want to be like the one-stop wallet. Your information's on this wallet. You can display it to whoever you want to display it to. Sorry, cat's making a ton of noise back there. So that's pretty exciting. I'll be honest with you. I think that's probably the part of Cardano that I'm most excited for, is like if they can nail digital individual identifiers, never having to fax my fucking medical records to any other office is going to, like, just fucking give it to me, man. Just give it to me. Let's see, a list of tokens that currently exist on the Cardano network. It's literally 2 guys. There's 2 projects that have assets on Cardano right now. ADEX and XRAY. Sorry, you don't see Sunday Swap here. Freaking CardX and XRAY. Or I'm sorry, ADEX and XRAY. That's it. There's the only people that have progressed up to this point on the Cardano network. So, yeah. This is a project to check out. This is a project to keep your eyes on. Keep your eyes on this project. We already know what DEX tokens can do as far as speculation is concerned. I mean, Uniswap token is at $19 a token. Granted, it's on Ethereum and is completely fucking useless right now. But hey, the thing. Let's take a look at ADAX quick. Why not? We're here. We're doing a video. Let's take a look at ADAX. Apparently I can go ahead and buy ADAX. What is ADAX? Oh, it is the Cardano ERC20 converter. Okay. This is actually a bigger deal than I thought it was. And I'm going to have to do some research into it, and I'll probably have to talk about ADAX next. But you know what? I'm just going to cover Cardano stuff. That's what's going to happen. I know this is not your typical video for somebody who covers crypto assets, whatever. Take it or leave it. But really, there's no point subscribing. This isn't my usual content. I hardly upload anymore, but if you like the video, leave it a like. That's good enough for me. So yeah, we'll cover ADAX in the next video. Catch you in a bit. I can't fucking pause this thing.